Really, man, I don't think you niggas should really fuck with me. The turn off me urgently, twerking it perfect. Hey, Chilla. Hey, Al, man, I can't believe this. KO. God damn it, Dwayne. Oh, God damn it, Dwayne Carter. You can stun her in his mouth, but you Birdman daughter. You mention the kid and you know Philly way hard. You ain't Birdman Jr., silly, you Gilly JR. Ask around the town, I cover the order. If you the fireman, then I'm a cold bucket of water. Splash, I cool you down as fast as you heat it up. Cause you ain't even you just Gilly repeat it up, speed it up. I'm two-seated up, outside white, inside tan and brown. Shorty use a hand-me-down, stunner old ribs, stunner old ribs. You even wife Trina, that stunner old bitch. You're nothing like a G, you're more like a broad. You easy F, baby, but F stands for fraud. Come along, man, you're nothing like a threat. 4 albums in the name, receive a publishing check. Stop playing with me, boy. Lil Wayne for an OG spanking with the Give you all 17 shots from the Shorty, you ain't never ever been a Stop playing with me, boy. Lil Wayne for an OG spanking with the Give you all 17 shots from the I'll show you what to do with a beat from the Oh, you don't really want that, want me, must I? Cause a fiasco like Lupe when he touch sky. Face break sorta like the mold when you touch pies. You ain't never touched pies, nigga, I think you touch guys. Kissing baby all in his mouth. What the fuck, nigga? Small time hustle and flow. Just a fuck, nigga, gun for gun, toe to toe. I don't give a fuck, nigga, jump like Jack in the Box. You know what's up, nigga. You're more than a swagger jacker. You a lifestyle thief. I mean, you, but you wanna be cheap because I'm what you're not thorough. Wasn't raised in the ward or a barrow, zone or a set, but I'm a threat. See, I Osama bomb you. I'm about to show the kinks in your armor, expose them holes in your story. The fiction in the road to your glory. You fake Millie Vanilli, just slap silly by Gilly. You're not real, not ill, not hard to knock off. Wrong balls, young money, young dummy, cut from the wrong claw. I'm Oswald, you Kennedy, plotted the wrong course. My gun's double XL, you got the wrong source. You don't want to war with my army, go get your Navy up. Bosses only talk to bosses, wake baby up. I mean, what you got to prove to these niggas? You know, Gil, you know I put the 2 to you, nigga. Whole time around, cash money 2 to the nigga. I guess that's what the coke and ecstasy you do to a nigga. Stop playing with me, boy. Lil Wayne for an OG spanking with the
What's up, y'all? I ain't like the way that sounded. We gonna bring that back. We definitely gonna bring that back. So let me do it this way. Excuse me, I'm fucking with my. I got a brand new setup. Getting the kinks out. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna get into this shit. Let me get this right. old bitch. You know what's up, nigga. Wake baby up. Cut it out. Mr. Miyagi. So that was my little drop before we Before we jump in, we want to have a little bit of fun with this shit. I like the way that bomb dropped. Gilly wasn't playing with that shit. I love that shit. Gilly was not playing. Gotta love competition. But hey, bro, I'm about to get into about to get at these niggas' neck real quick, bro. When it come to I think some shit earlier, and I'm like, bro, this motherfucker Magic got to give it up, bro. Like Magic, just stop. Cut the shit. You was not. You, I mean, Isaiah, like, come on, bro. Like, you still want that apology? That's just not coming. Let's be realistic. That's just not coming. It ain't going. It's not gonna compute. It's not. I don't know if you know what the fuck you said, bro, but you said some crazy shit. But you said some crazy shit, and you think that Mike wants to be your friend? Who might want to be your friend? You don't seem to understand what the fuck you've been doing. Like Isaiah Thomas, I'm old enough. I don't know if y'all know. Like I'm 43 years old. Hold on. I'm 43 years old. Yeah. Okay, so I'm 43 years old, right? And make sure this shit sounds good. That shit sounds horrible over there. You don't hear nothing. But I'm old enough to remember. Still fucking with this shit. But I'm old enough to remember. Isaiah Thomas used to do a lot of shit. So I mean, what he really doing is throwing stones and hiding his hand. He lives in a glass house. I got a bunch of shit over here, Isaiah Thomas. Mm-mm. I'm gonna play it for you. There's a bunch of with Isaiah Thomas. I think it is. Give me a second. Back and forth, this thing remind me of time before my time. I think it's a speaker problem. Let me check. Let me see something. It's all right. Fuck it. Oh boy.
What are we doing? Now what's Tyre doing? What's Tyre doing?
These kids love to do that shit. Yeah, definitely. Definitely might have out for shit.
A major. Flat B major. C major. E flat major. D major. E flat major. E major. F major. E flat major.
That shit is fucking horrible.
G major. E flat major. A major.
This is what happens when you're taking out here. Word. It's like everything I say, that shit is echo like crazy. So I get that shit down pat. Is that better? Am I echoing? Does the echo go crazy? No. Okay. Okay, so no. Right. Real talk, right? See, now that you're getting annoying, even on this motherfucker.
You gotta help us get him on the show.
No.
That's the question.
So here's real talk, right? We in this brotherhood,
Shouldn't have to go through all the new.
our job and our responsibility is to come here and help you.
Uplift. Preach. Teach.
That is our responsibility. That classified as black in the United States of
Taking
America,
it deep on you. Yeah.
our job is to come and help each other. Now, that being said, he needs to sit here.
Now, in response to that, this is what Charles Oakley had to say.
He still want to be Mike. Mike do not want to be your friend, Isaiah. I'm telling you for the 5th time. He do not want to be your friend. You know, stay on ESPN, keep talking on TNT. Oh, Mike should, you know, now you trying to say everybody better than Mike. It's okay. You not better than Mike. He came to your city and took your city. That's why you really mad. He took over Chicago. I know.
Now, if y'all know anything about Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boy Pistons, them boys are not one to shy away from any beef. So here go Isaiah Thomas popping off. So he says this right here. I remember us kicking your ass a lot. Someone please check my record versus any team he played on. Sit down.
To do, hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something. Before 2 something. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna get you out of here on this. Jordan had obviously Charles Barkley. Jordan and Charles was very cool when they played.
Right.
Charles made some comments on his show on TNT.
Yeah.
He and Jordan have been cool since. Isaiah, Scotty, do you believe these guys will ever be cool again?
No. It's just like asking. I don't think so. Isaiah, no. Isaiah mad because he took Chicago. He trying to say he told he didn't. If he was gonna play on the dream team, he wasn't gonna play. Scotty just trying to put himself in a position that is almost tough to even sit across from a guy that went to war with you. Now you got said stuff about him in the book. But Barkley, ain't no more golf for Barkley. I told him it's time out, Barkley. You really TNT. Hey, you have to work on TNT for the next 20 years because ain't no golf time for you. And I feel sorry for you because I know you really like to play golf and your game is getting better, but you have to play with some other guys.
And Jordan got the keys to all the top courses over the world. Michael Jordan can
not just that. He got one of the best golf courses, Grove 23 in the world.
Yeah, and he got right.
He built his own golf course. So Barkley probably get a plane and just ride over it because he ain't gonna never play on it. He can see it from the sky, but he can't see it from the ground.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member.
Saying what Mac.
Thank you. We all know.
Only went to one Eastern Conference Finals, I believe. No. Took your city.
called me an asshole. And then you said you hated me. You said that on national television. Now, if you didn't mean it, get on national television
You say that.
and apologize for it. Now, if you meant it, let it ride as it is. Stand on my square. I'm upright. I'm independent. And I sit in any chair and I talk to anybody, right?
Mhm.
But some people don't, they ain't been telling the truth,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, anywhere, anytime, publicly. Don't call me behind the scenes apologizing or asking your friends to apologize, right? You got on national television and you call me an asshole. And then you said you hated me. You said that on national television. Now, if you didn't mean it, get on national television
You say that.
and apologize for it. Now, if you meant it, let it ride as it is. But so I called you, and that same day, you know who I called?
Hmm.
I called Magic Johnson. Magic was on a plane. They was shooting a commercial in Atlanta. Him, Sam Jackson, everybody else. We were staying in the Four Seasons Hotel. We missed each other, right? Because he said he had to go. So he on the plane, right? I call him up. Magic didn't mention Michael Jordan. All right. So I'm still waiting. Everybody say this stuff publicly, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do. All right, well, I'm the type of guy, I sit here, I talk to you, I talk to you. It ain't a person in this United States of America that I'm not willing to sit down and have a conversation with and break bread with.
Mm-hmm.
But if you lying and throwing stones from behind the scenes, okay, that's you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you honest and you upright on your square, I'm willing to deal with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where do we go from here?
Mm-hmm.
This question. In light of what we've seen in this documentary, is that your way of putting to bed this notion that Michael Jordan himself played a role in Isaiah not being on the Olympic Dream Team? And more importantly than that, years upon years later, when you hear Isaiah say that's the one thing that's missing from his resume and how hurt he still is by that, what do you say to that?
Well, let me start with Isaiah first. I know he's hurt. He's told me that. Because when you know that you should be on a team, the Dream Team, and he knows that we went on and did something special and he wasn't a part of that. And that's the greatest basketball team ever assembled. And during that time, he was one of those top 10 players for sure. So it's going to bother him. But what I don't want to happen is that those two men, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan, still, will have problems today with each other. Everybody's almost 60. See, I am 60. So we got to move past that. There's bigger things in life now. There's more important things in life than what happened, 20-something years ago.
Hey, Magic, let me throw this at you because Max and I got into this debate last week, and I know Max is chomping at the bit. I don't know if he asked you this because I had the technical difficulties. Max is saying that it was close between Stockton and Isaiah. He would have taken Isaiah by a hair, but John Stockton and Isaiah were close. To me, and the most basketball people I know, we respect the hell out of John Stockton. He was a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. He was great, but there's levels to this, Magic Johnson. And John Stockton and Isaiah Thomas was not on the same damn level. Magic Johnson, take the floor, basketball icon. I need an answer to that question about comparison between Stockton and Isaiah.
This is real easy. It was no comparison. Isaiah Thomas could take over a game both scoring wise as well as controlling the game as a point guard. There's never been a guard that can do what Isaiah could do in terms of just whether he could take over the game in the fourth quarter and win you the game. John Stockton didn't have those type of ability. His ability was more controlling the game, running that incredible pick and roll game with Karl Malone. Also, John was tough. He was a great defensive player, but he didn't have what Isaiah had in terms of you could throw the ball to Isaiah over in the corner and say, go one-on-one, and he going to get you a basket. I saw that personally, right? Personally, no way John Stockton could score 25 points in a quarter in the NBA Finals. He just didn't have that type of ability. Yeah. But he's still a Hall of Famer. Don't take nothing away from John Stockton, but Isaiah was special, man. People came to see Isaiah play. And he led his team to back-to-back championships. That's hard to do. Now, the Utah Jazz had their opportunity, but they came up short the times that they went to the NBA Finals because they didn't have that guy that could take over the game. Only Karl Malone could actually score like that, but they didn't have the other players. But Isaiah Thomas was special. He won in college. He won in the NBA. And the guy is super duper smart too. He's a great businessman. He went back, graduated from Indiana, also went and I think he got his master's as well. And so Isaiah is special basketball player, special person.
Magic, I agree with you. I ultimately would also take Isaiah because of what you just outlined. He could take over a game, and he could do it through injury. And the bottom line is he won 2 championships, and Stockton had his chances on great teams, and he failed to do so. And there is a dividing line there, in my view. However,
The best point guard of all time is Magic Johnson, and right behind him, I respect Isaiah Thomas's talent. To me, the best point guard of all time is Magic Johnson, and right behind him is Isaiah Thomas. No matter how much I hate him, I respect his game. Now, it was insinuated that I was asking about him, but I never threw his name in. Based on the environment and the camaraderie that happened on that team, it was the best harmony. Would Isaiah made a different feeling on that team? Yes. If you want to attribute it to me, go ahead, be my guest. But it wasn't me.
and then put them on all teams. Detroit and then put them on all teams. Called us undeserving champions. Now, we done beat the Lakers, we done beat the Celtics, we done beat y'all several times. Ain't nobody had a harder march to the NBA final than the Detroit Pistons. We done got cheated, we done got beat up. We have beaten the best of the best to ever play this game. If Jordan, they saying you the best, beat your Magic and Kareem, beat you. Bird and McHale, beat you. Can't nobody else say that. We the only one that can say that. Now, when you say we undeserving and then we bad for basketball and you throw these stereotype label on the Black community in Detroit and then put them on all teams.
This out.
So they went and got Cartwright. So they traded Oakley to New York, go get Cartwright. And, you know, Cartwright, he throw some bows. He caught me. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. So I was getting Horace Grant was hitting me pretty hard coming down the lane. Yeah. So they was laying wood, man. I mean, they was laying hardwood. But Jordan was the only one still crying today. During that time, got hit harder and more times than Isaiah Thomas driving down the lane. I got the scars for it, but I ain't never cried. I just got up, went to the foul line. But, you know, he went to the league office, you know, they wrote newspaper articles about it.
He still want to be Mike. Mike do not want to be your friend, Isaiah. I'm telling you for the 5th time. He do not want to be your friend. You know, stay on ESPN, keep talking on TNT. Oh, Mike's, you know, now he's trying to say everybody better than Mike. It's okay. You not better than Mike.
So then you had Zeke, you know, he saw that clip from Charles Oakley and he told him he need to sit down somewhere. You know, we beat y'all a whole lot, is basically what he said. I'm just paraphrasing. When he reminded Oakley that they had beat them a lot, Gilbert Arenas must have caught wind of that, and this is his response.
You didn't compete against Larry Bird and Magic. You didn't, right? They ran the 80s, right? You had a 2-year window, which, let me remind people, you had an advantage over everybody in those 2 years. See, no one knows Detroit Pistons were the first team to have their own private plane. So the 2 years that they actually won, so the year they got a private plane, that summer, they won the championship. So what ends up happening is they have way more rest than everybody else because everybody else is on commercial, right? You got these big old guys sitting on commercial fighting for aisle seats.
So even like the Lakers and all?
No, Lakers, no one. No. Pistons was the first team to have their own plane. They had it for the 2 years, and then everybody else caught up, and then that's when Michael Jordan came to town. You know what I mean? So it's like there's little things there that helped him, right? And, you know, when you say you kicked Michael Jordan's ass and all this, yeah, that was a young Michael. That was a Michael who was trying to get his feet wet.
So Gil, you know, he dropped some knowledge right there. Now, some people probably knew this that followed the game back in the day, but the Detroit Pistons was the first NBA team to have their own private plane, and we know the conveniences that come with that, you know, as far as
Don't call me behind the scenes apologizing or asking your friends to apologize, right? You got on national television and you called me an asshole. And then you said you hated me. You said that on national television. Now, if you didn't mean it, get on national television
say that
and apologize for it. Now, if you meant it, let it ride as it is.
Don't nobody like Isaiah on the I don't know what's up with Isaiah. He's just too sneaky. You know, he always think he ain't I ain't do it, but he did it. You know, he still would be Mike. Mike do not want to be your friend, Isaiah. I'm telling you for the 5th time. He do not want to be your friend. Stay on ESPN, keep talking on TNT. Oh, Mike should, you know, now you trying to say everybody better than Mike. It's okay. You not better than Mike. He came to your city and took your city. That's why you really mad. He took over Chicago. I know.
Tough. Don't.
Saying what Matt said this shit. Just saying what Matt said this shit. I had nothing to say.
Matt didn't say shit.
Matt said Quan was one of the coldest, one of the best #1 picks ever of all time.
He could have been. He could have been.
Don't nobody like Isaiah no more. I don't know what's up with Isaiah. He's just too sneaky. You know, he always think I ain't do it, but he did it. You know, like we got you on camera. You did it.
Got you on camera. Got you on camera.
He still would be Mike. Mike do not want to be your friend, Isaiah. I'm telling you for the 5th time. He do not want to be your friend. You know, stay on ESPN, keep talking on TNT. Oh, Mike should, you know. Now you trying to say everybody better than Mike. It's okay. You not better than Mike. He came to your city and took your city. That's why you really mad. He took over Chicago. I know.
Jack, you should tell him the one about when you almost got ran out of this league.
Where we're at? In Indy?
And yeah. Remember that call you made to me? And I called the commissioner up.
Man, I forgot about that.
Jack, you was out.
I was done.
You was done.
I was done so many times, but y'all remember that.
And you said.
So it's a few things, man. One thing I find very alarming is Steven Jackson saying that he forgot about something like that. That's one of the biggest things that can happen in your life. Your career could have ended. How many years would that have been? That would have been like 6 or 7 years before his career actually ended, right? Because he did a whole stint in Charlotte. After
Drums in charge. Sidney Green taps it to Lampier, who gives it up to Adrian Jarrett, who nearly lost it. Deep on the wing now to Isaiah, who dribbles out.
You hear me now? You hear me now? Yo, body, let me know if I'm good. I'm good right now. Yeah, I can hear it over there. So when it okay. All right. So Steven Jackson got his fucking man, that shit catching everything now. Oh, that shit catching everything. Steven Jackson got traded out of Indiana, Charlotte. What did he get? He got a Jordan contract. To this day, he's still getting shoes. That nigga forgot about you. A pair of shoes. A pair of shoes, bro. Let me fix this shit. Hold on. All right. Now, let me see. Let me get that up. Okay. All right. So, a pair of shoes for some tennis shoes, that nigga, Steven Jackson, forgot that he made that crucial phone call to you to help him stay in the NBA and keep making millions of dollars. Go play for Michael Jordan, all that. He forgot all about. He was like, oh shit, I did call you. I didn't call Mike. I didn't have Mike's number. I called you. Damn, I forgot. Mike gave me that shoe deal after I was out there hooping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he seen I was a nigga. He gave me that shoe deal. I still get them shoes to this day. I forgot that you damn helped me stay in the league. Mike gave me a shoe deal. If you're not old enough to remember, I'm gonna help you right now. This is why, like, I played all that shit because I wanted y'all to know, like, how good Isaiah is. Like Isaiah, if when I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna try to keep it like on topic. But like when niggas say that they're like niggas from the 80s and 90s could have played, we're not talking about all of the niggas in the NBA. We're talking about certain people could play in today's NBA. Isaiah Thomas is one because let me explain. Isaiah Thomas is in today's game, Isaiah Thomas is the perfect point guard. If you have a bunch of shooters, right, on your team, well, whatever you have on your team, Isaiah Thomas can fit the mold to your team. If you need him to score 20 if you needed him to score between 18 and 24, he could do it. If you needed between 9 and 12 assists a game for the year, he could do it. If you needed, I'll be real with you on some other shit. You needed, a couple of steals, maybe about 3-4 rebounds, he can do it. You need somebody that can dribble the ball. I remember it'd be 94 feet. I don't know how far it is now, but if you need a nigga to drive 90 feet, you can do it. And when niggas say like, well, you know, y'all didn't, you know, the game was different, bro, and the coaching was different. And if you did something, you was getting pulled. I don't even care if you was a star. You had to be a star on a team where you could like outrule the coach. But certain coaches had the coaches' names went along with the player and the team. Like niggas who coach, right? They try to keep the coaches ahead of the player, right? The niggas that we talk about could play in this time right now had to take the ass with them. They couldn't do what they like. If you think Isaiah Thomas just wanted to cross over inside the box, right? Because if you know what you're talking about, inside the box is boom to boom, boom. Can you go boom, boom to boom, 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 boom? Inside here, like when they loosen up when like it didn't loosen them up, but it was like you did it like that. But when niggas started to bring it out a little bit further, it started to get ugly. And that's when they started, you know, obviously with the palming and shit. That's when with the palm, as you say, obviously with palming the ball coming out here, catching them back and forth, and then it was like, oh man, this and one shit transition. Like you motherfuckers ain't even, you was babies. When the and one shit transition, it kind of was stealing from the NBA because it wasn't letting niggas get busy. And then you go look at and one. Now, mind you, they was doing some certain shit that you were just like, man, you ain't supposed to be doing that shit. Like, yeah, it's a definite carry, nigga dribbling. You know, he took 5 steps, cuffed it like that, threw it behind. Like, of course you got by that nigga. He ain't like nigga, he traveled. But then when they start letting like niggas like Francis and Marbury, and then you started seeing and then you started seeing everybody else start going deeper into that bag because the NBA has you in a. We play in the NBA, you play 1-on-1, right? Shit that they didn't show you, like, and if you ever played in like 1-on-1 NBA ball, like a nigga tell you, okay, nigga, you play like this, 3 dribbles. You like, hold on, wait, what? 3 dribbles. Okay, so now 3 dribbles. Now we not playing. You give me the ball like in between half court and the 3-point line. No. You give me the ball at the 3-point line. I got 3 dribbles. And we're going to 5. We're going to 5. You got 3 dribbles. Can you get busy? You take more than 3 dribbles, it's the other guy's ball. That's just the way the shit goes in the NBA, right? Okay, so Isaiah Thomas, back to Isaiah Thomas, right? Because I just want to let y'all know, like, I do know about this shit. Like, I hoop. I'm a hooper. Like, you want to know what? Like, I love boxing, but hooping is what I can actually do. I can see this shit. I ain't got to call you out. Like, what's the name of the shit? But if you don't, I can just see the shit because I play it, right? Isaiah Thomas is one of them niggas that can see the shit, right? He just like, but you don't know how good Isaiah Thomas is because of a couple of things. Okay. Isaiah Thomas, bad boy Isaiah Thomas, right? Isaiah said some shit. And then when you watch him, he did shit, right? And then it's certain, like, when it came down to it, he was the ringmaster, right? Like when they start asking players, when players start being just a little bit honest, and they started asking, like, who on the Pistons that you don't like? Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, people that you don't like, it was Bill ain't big, Isaiah Thomas. Or it was Isaiah Thomas, Bill ain't big, then Rodman, you feel what I'm saying? Um, James Edwards would be a terror. I'm starting to think like certain players, like John Sally did shit, but like when you be like who like motherfuckers that did shit that you didn't see them do. It wasn't highlighted. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas would be just doing crazy shit, like bam, like look crazy shit when you wasn't looking. Niggas just run down the court. You know what I'm saying? You think you trying to go to your spot and motherfuckers stepping on your shoes and saying crazy shit and just doing crazy shit right in the game, right? And then these motherfuckers will start some shit, and then you retaliate, and then you if you don't get kicked out, if not kicked out, but if you don't get attacked or foul and foul out and cost, they'll fight you and be like it was your fault. That's what they was doing, right? But the ringleader out of all that shit, right, was Isaiah, and he had the big white boy behind him. You feel me? Then after all of that, right, they had niggas that could actually hoop. Like niggas like microwave Benny Johnson. That was like, it's a reason why they called him the microwave. Like you can just go back and look. He would stink it up, and then all of a sudden he see one shot go in, and then after that it bucket, 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 bucket. Yeah, Isaiah was the floor general. So Isaiah ran the show, and niggas just couldn't understand what was going on. Well, I say nigga, I mean like fans. We just like what the fuck, like, what? But once you seen, like once you started to get older, you started to hoop. He was like, that's what the niggas was doing. You rough them up a little bit. Niggas get upset. They want to stay upset. You start busting that ass. Now, out of all them niggas on the team, you can't go back and find nobody saying that like they don't. I don't hear people saying like, man, I hated Joe Dumont. He was on that team. Niggas love John Sally, right? But niggas have some shit to say about Isaiah, Lane Bid, Rock, right? Certain people you have to find out they'll pick like that certain player, but they were detrimental. They played a certain type of way that was crazy, right? And Isaiah was the ringleader, and he would be like, "Yo, this is what we got to do." Like the Jordan rules was beat the shit out of them, and they implemented it. When Karl Malone hit Isaiah with that elbow, it was personal. And back then it was because if maybe Stockton went down there and they probably hammered him, and Carl was like, "Oh, okay. So you think Isaiah just gonna go to the basket freely? What? No fly zone. No fly zone. You come down there, what guy? Sit your ass down. It's what it is, bro. So Isaiah, you said Isaiah was an 18 and 10 type of nigga. Back then, he could get that. But I'm gonna show you something real quick. Let me show you something. Okay. There's no fly zone right now because I don't have. I gotta switch some shit over. But here we go. This game right here, right? This All-Star game, freeze out game. If you know, you know. They froze Mike out. They stopped passing Mike the ball. Literally. In an All-Star game. Who orchestrated that? The same nigga standing next to Mike orchestrated shit. The nigga that would smile into your face. He'll smile in your face, right? At least when it came to Mike. When it came to Mike, he'll smile in Mike's face, right? All the time. Them backstabbers. Backstabbers. I'm saying, smile up in your face all the time, trying to take your place. Them backstabbers. Backstabbers. They smile up in your face all the time, trying to take your place. Them backstabbers. Backstabbers. Isaiah Thomas wants to be revered and loved like Mike. He wants this type of he wants this type of meme. He's not LeBron or Mike. Like, when it comes to Isaiah Thomas, it's some fucked up shit, right? When it comes to Isaiah Thomas, he's not revered or seen as that stoic type person when it comes to being like outside of Mike, how you appreciate Bill or Kareem. When it comes to like the player that you love, he's not seen. I'm just being for real. He's not seen, like he's not revered and loved like Magic, right? And he's not seen as that stoic, like no nonsense type character. And Bird, like he's in between the era, right? Just like Olajuwon, like the way that we talk about Olajuwon, we don't talk about Isaiah. Where you going?
To the bathroom.
Okay. But that's just real. The same way that we don't like, we talk about Olajuwon and you know, like, oh, some real shit. Olajuwon get to charge niggas 50 grand because of them 2 rings he won in between Mike taking a break. Tell me if anybody can prove I'm wrong. I would love for them to tell me anybody can prove I'm wrong. Word. Anybody can prove I'm wrong. Mike pretty much decimated, dominated, and like the 90s, right? But there's a guy that won 2 rings in between when Mike took over in the 90s. Who's that guy? Who's that star? It's Olajuwon. He's revered. one of the best centers ever, right? Cool, had the footwork. He was one of the first big men that was started doing the, he had some wiggle with it. He was hitting them with, you know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, we used to practice that. Drop it off on a nigga. Hit a nigga with the up fake. Word. You start putting everything in with the Elijah Warren. Word. Then your bag get down there on the box. You niggas don't even know how we boop, boop, spin, boop, up fake, drop it right off in the nigga. Like, bro, it got serious with niggas. But after that, they go into the dunking. And then Shaq, Kobe. And then you start choosing between like who you like because the game changed and expanded, right? But before that, bro, we don't talk about Isaiah who put away the Lakers, smacked the Blazers, and then whether it was their GM or they wanted to keep the core of the team, I don't know, they didn't draft right, they didn't trade, get younger. And then Isaiah got hurt, and to be honest with you, when he got hurt, and then back then, well, let me not say shit because they didn't have the technology back then that you have now. If I'm not mistaken, Isaiah popped his Achilles, and then when he came back, he really didn't want to rehab. So you take it for you take that for what it is. Isaiah didn't want to rehab. And that came out of his own mouth when he came back. He didn't want to after the rehab. Well, either he didn't want to rehab, or after the rehab, he was like, "That shit never gonna happen, buddy. That shit never gonna happen because you thought like you can't be like, you know what I'm saying? He's the greatest. He's the greatest. He's the greatest. He's the greatest. And then if you think that LeBron passed him, you got to figure out a way to do it instead of throwing shots. When you start throwing motherfucking shots and trying to be like, well, yeah, I just whip his ass. In that clip, he said, if y'all think Jordan is the best, beat your ass, Magic and Kareem, beat you, Bird and McHale, beat you. Why you ain't beat their ass? Because you are in between Magic, Bird, and Mike. You're the in between. But like, let's not even talk about like, okay, Isaiah, you said it, we saw it. You said if Larry Bird was black, he'd just be another brother. Did you just try to kill off motherfucking the great white hope? Did you try to kill off the great white hope because he busted his Rodman's ass? Game 7. I'll bring it. I'll find a clip. Game 7, Eastern Conference Final. Bird had a triple double. Like, let me just put this out there, right? Bird had a triple double. Game 7. With a defensive player of the year type nigga guarding. They go to the final. Dennis was mad. A white boy just bust his ass. White boy can't run, can't jump. He's 6'10". He got a little bit of he got some wiggle to him, a little athleticism. IQ off the fucking chart, right? How he know that you know he can't run and can't jump. Not like you can. Bust your ass in game 7. Dennis get mad, say some shit. Isaiah doubled down on it. But then you come back 20, 30, 40 years later talking about so you said it some shit sarcastic. Nigga, we heard that fucking clip. You wasn't sarcastic. You was mad that your ass was going home and you thought that you had Dennis that could stop him and he bust in his ass and then it said some shit and you was like, fuck it. Let's be real. My pops from that era. And my pops is like, listen, my pops is a nigga to the nigga to the nigga. He lost respect for Larry Bird he lost respect for Isaiah when he said that shit about Larry Bird. Find your granddaddy. Anybody who watching, find your granddaddy and your daddy and be like, did Larry Bird save Isaiah's career after he said that shit? Or what? About him being? Oh yeah. Cause Larry could have been like, man, yeah, get that nigga out of here. Larry could have been like, yeah, get that nigga out of here. Larry was like, listen, man, y'all blowing this shit out of proportion. This shit is basketball. I know what that shit was. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I ain't got time for that shit. I got to worry about the next goddamn round. Listen, I'm out of here. That's what Larry did to niggas. And then Isaiah was kind of able to salvage his shit, right? And then he went on to win 2 chips, but he didn't give a fuck. As soon as Mike was physically, real talk, as soon as Mike was like mentally and then physically strong enough to take the beatings and finish and had the team pull through and win and beat y'all. The Bulls, if you know from that time, the Bulls became in one. They became the Celtics, the Lakers, Pistons, all in one. Their mentality changed, right? Like, because the leader mentality changed. Isaiah never was able to reset and come back and play. You know what I'm saying? He was never able to be able to come back and get his get back. But that was on him. If you really wanted it, maybe you had a whole year and you rehab and you got back right, but you didn't want to go through training camp. Team was broken up. Not only was the team broken up like that, you and Bill got into a damn fight. You punched him in the shit. He ain't no nigga. He a white boy. You punch a motherfucker and shit like that. He don't fuck with you. And he's not. Yeah, he's tough, but he ain't like, no. Mm-mm. And y'all didn't fuck with each other for a while after that, like a long time. He retired. And then Rodman was gone, Sally was gone, Edward was gone. Y'all basically left. Yeah. Oh my God, bro, you are such a you doing a lot. I'll be right back. It's not gonna be slow. Just know you will learn. Back over here. You damn children. Now, no better. So, but anyway, right? What I was saying is that Isaiah Thomas erased himself from the history, like not erased himself, but he fucked himself from the history book on his own. He need no help with that. And you know what he did? And I don't know what he think that. I mean, Mike said he hated you. Cool. You were like Mike is talking to you damn near like he was back then. Like, yeah, nigga, he hated you. He had to get rid of you, nigga. Like, you like to beat you, he had to be a killer to become king. He wanted what all y'all had. He wanted it. And then he wanted to take it to the next level. I don't know what the fuck you was thinking about. That nigga was thinking about. I don't know what the fuck you was thinking about, dog. Does he hate you all the way together? No. But his thing. Before I get up out of here, my nigga, you had to know that back and forth, and you don't know like what you think Mike was gonna do to you, bro. What do you think Mike was gonna do to you? Like, and then you keep going back and forth and like keep killing you out, but we're not even saying nothing. You the one who look hurt. He probably be like, damn, did I hurt that nigga feeling? Mr. Jordan, you just got another $50 million check from Nike for the month. What was I thinking about? That's what the fuck happened to you, bro. Real talk. I'm gonna let you know what Mike think about you, bro. Real talk. I'm gonna let you know what Mike think about you. Well, I get up out of here. This is what Mr. Jordan thinks about how Isaiah Thomas feelings is really going down. Like, bro, if you think that Mike give two fucks about like how you feeling, it's not going down that way, bro. And before I get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to know, like, and like Isaiah Thomas, like, just, bro, you fuck yourself. Listen, niggas know you didn't shake hands, bro. Mike shook your hand every time you beat his ass. You did that shit right before the nigga they was gonna pass the torch to. the nigga they was gonna pass the torch to hand the league over to, because it wasn't gonna be you. Because even though you had the cute Magic Johnson smile, you wasn't Mike. It was going somewhere else. They gonna pass it to this nigga right here. It's what it is. You was the transition, but they was going with Mike. And if if you ain't like that, but that's where they was going. And but for you to just keep going back and forth and on about how you feel, like, and then public apology. This is what Mike thinks about your public apology, bro. Just on everything I love, I definitely know. I ain't even gotta know the man, but I know if I'm him, why the fuck do you think I need to publicly apologize to you? This is what I think about your goddamn apology, my nigga. Y'all enjoy.
Pride on these niggas. Come on, let's go. I can't believe you tried it again. You little fucking faggot. You gonna recruit the shortest gangster in New York. I mean, I hope you're a gangster, so can't be riding with you, ain't he? Can't be serious. Shoulda knew you niggas was birds of the same feathers. Clones every rapper in the game. Don't start sounding like shit is disgusting. And I'm not due for the bullshit, dog. Bundles. Yo, when I met you at L. Odom, you was a bitch. Got with the has-beens offspring, and both of y'all on my dick. Well, it's too late, fam. The young dawn's buzzing like intercoms already, and y'all niggas is trash. Trying to understand. I guess you're Nas and he's Jay, or he's 50 and you're A. Well, the whole shit is gay and not adding up, and I'm tired of doing the math. Y'all niggas is trash. Use a disgrace to 40. Far from a hoodlum, I have shit in the hoodlum. Come back to your hood and finish what he started. And you came crying to me with your soft ass. Y'all niggas is trash. The fam got your little man bitter. So now he's Matola's new bitch like Mariah and Glitter. And his boss a snitch. We ain't forget and we not letting it pass. Y'all niggas is trash. You call yourself the pony, so watch how horse the game. Not my fault you got lost in it, man. You missed your generation. And I'm leading this when I'm feasting when y'all fast. Y'all niggas is trash. You're not a part of my circle, so wanna knock the star off the square. Not a chance, niggas, I'm still here. Saying my name on these tapes is only free promotion and getting me more ass. Y'all niggas is trash.
Niggas screaming Southside and it's soft and it won't ride. No matter what y'all do, Clue ain't fucking with you. And she ain't envy my man, so don't bite the hand that feeds you.
I know you mad, y'all niggas is trash.
Still repping the rock, the riot, we squad up. No matter the block, we fucking the squad up.
But I ain't into the threats. I'm still in Screaming City. You feeling gully, then see me. Y'all niggas is trash. Y'all niggas is trash, man. You don't get this little widget looking like nigga. I'll smack his head off, man. I got love for the South Side, though. Oslo, get at me. TL, Shatik, I need some tracks, man. Who's next? Stack bundles. RRS. Desert Storm. Rock America. What up? Yeah.